gonna be okay. As long as you can understand me. Can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Set frequencies.
Okay. I'll show you about that here. I'll get my, there we go. Basically what's happening here, I'll pull that mouthpiece away too. It might help a little bit if my mouthpiece is away.
Check.
Check. Do you hear me still or no?
Yeah, I hear you.
It's a little better.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try that. Right here, 118.52 is correlated to COM2 on that. So if you need to switch these, you push the button, and then the big number here changes that. The little number changes that. You need to change to navs, you basically flick it there and it shows what the active standby is.
Okay.
And the flips are here. But really all we're going to need to worry about today is going to be 118.52. And then we can listen to that there. For here, we'll set this half up, half out of view. 119.15 is our ground and 123.5 is our tower. And then the flip is like this. That makes sense.
Okay.
But I can take care of it today, just so you can do some flying and enjoy it. Transponders down here, ALT 1200. If they ask us to ident, I hit the center button on that. To listen to weather, it's COM2. This means we're talking and listening.
Visual approach landing departing runway 35. Caution bird activity on about the airport. Hazardous weather information airman Tango for Oregon available high loss and flight service frequencies. Voluntary nose abatement procedures in effect. Advise upon initial contact. You have information Golf. Aurora State Airport information Golf 1553 Zulu. Wind 360 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 04. Dew point 02. Altimeter 3043. Visual approach landing and departing runway 35. Caution bird activity on about the airport. Hazardous weather information airman Tango for Oregon available high loss and flight service frequencies. Voluntary nose abatement procedures in effect. Advise upon initial contact. You have information Golf.
Golf. Got it?
Yep.
All right. Hey, now that you hit the checklist there, it should be that we got the 3043 on the altimeter.
Okay. Transponder to standby, or?
We'll leave it at ALT is good.
We set altimeter, gyro to compass, radio check.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, checklist. Clear area prior to taxi.
Okay, they're taxiing out right now. They got to work on these things. I don't know what's going on. But it's not you, it's just my side that's doing that. It was doing it yesterday too. But
I don't know. Hello?
And let's see if that cleaned it up a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. All right. Okay.
Gently test brakes.
Okay, I'll let you have the first brake check.
Okay.
You have the flight controls.
I have flight controls.
Okay, I can do a brake check.
You have flight controls?
I have flight controls. All right. Who's driving around over there? Making sure no cadets are over there anywhere. All right, and luckily my brakes are good. Okay, we're good.
Use minimum power to maintain proper speed.
Okay.
Tip of toes on steering bars.
And they're going to call for a ground first. We can taxi on up just a little closer to them, and then we'll make a call after she does.
Okay.
Aurora ground, Cessna 10766 at Willamette. Request taxi to the active with Golf.
Cessna 10766 Aurora ground, runway 35, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 35, taxi via Alpha, Cessna 10766.
You want to make radio calls, or you want me to?
I'm good to try.
Yeah, sounds good. So we are 734 Romeo Alpha. We'll call this a Skyhawk. So Aurora ground, Skyhawk 734 Romeo Alpha, Willamette. Ready to taxi southwest bound departure, information Golf. We'll go to the southwest today, looks good out there.
So
I'm changing my mind, let's go to the southeast.
766, departure intended.
We would like to do a simulated aborted takeoff, and then we will go to the southwest, 10766.
Good. We will go to the southeast.
766, roger.
So, Aurora ground, Skyhawk 734 Romeo Alpha, looking for a southeast departure.
Ready to taxi southeast.
Ready to taxi for southeast departure with information Gulf.
Yeah, and tell them where you're at too, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aurora ground, Skyhawk 734 Romeo Alpha at Willamette. Ready to taxi for southeast departure with information Gulf.
You got it, buddy.
Okay.
That's it. That's it.
Where's
and the push to talk is here. So yeah, when we're flying, don't hold that down and fly. You see this? There's a button where your pinky is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Aurora ground, Skyhawk 734 Romeo Alpha at Willamette Aviation, looking ready to taxi for southeast departure with information Gulf.
Perfect.
Skyhawk 734 Romeo Alpha, Aurora ground, runway 35, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha, Skyhawk 734 Romeo Alpha.
The 35. The 354 Romeo Alpha.
Skyhawk 4 Romeo Alpha, thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries. You're learning. They need to hear numbers back. Hey, you're set to go and experiment with a little taxiing. These should be easier for you than the Diamond. But it's not a taxi queen either. It's like the best taxiing aircraft are the Pipers. They really taxi nicely and steer. These ones, you can depress that left rudder and it'll be kind of like delayed. It's like before it starts turning. And any inputs that you need to do for cross wind or like wind controls, anything today would just be a diving away.
Okay.
But because we got pretty much a direct headwind on takeoff today. Good job, John. How do you like it so far? Oh, you're not flying it yet.
Yeah, just getting used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rudders definitely feel more spring-loaded. Or springy, I don't know what.
And in this aircraft, mainly what happens is for the center line, when you're tracing a line to maintain, kind of just bring that line through the inside thigh of yours, so kind of this thigh would mostly be center line. I think that might be the rule in most aircraft anyway. That seems real good. Here we have that downhill slope, so you can probably even idle a little bit and just slowly nurse the brakes to just manage the speed. Cruising at like 16, it's a little fast, but it tends to get away from us because of this downhill part of the taxi realm.
I see what you mean by delay.
Yeah, it's not precise, or how should I put that? Yeah, it's not ultra responsive. Then John, I think what we'll try and do is follow on the inside. Go ahead and idle here and start braking. I do all the braking I can in a straight line, and then kind of start turning inside the yellow line to this and use it kind of like a lane. We'll stay a little close to the grass, and a little more to the right now. There you go. Just follow that around, and we'll kind of get up a little close to them, but yeah, you keep going. Perfect. On coming around. Stand inside this. What it might try and do is just give ourselves a little bit of a pivot like they do, but on the inside. Good. You get to play with differential braking here momentarily. Yeah, go ahead and give it a swing, and you can pivot on that right foot's brake. Hit a little power. It should just swing you around. Nice. Just straighten your nose wheel out a little bit here. Might have to go forward. That way when you're like doing your run up, you don't side load this angled nose wheel. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and we can hit the run up checklist when you're ready. I'm going to just do real quick here, sorry. There we go. Okay, go ahead.
Face into wind, brakes hold.
Okay.
Flight controls free and correct. Looking good.
Okay, good. And then go ahead, you can check the rudders too, so make sure that travel's on there. You got the brakes. I'm just ramping it up a little bit to get that oil temp indicator into the green. Running at about 1200 right now. Okay.
Flight instruments check.
Okay. Kind of coming across here, making sure everything's looking good. That's about right, I guess. How's that looking with that? This one is not backwards. This one is actually reading correctly. So that should show about 268 or something. Yeah, it looks good.
Fuel selector on both.
Okay.
Trim set for takeoff.
You see that little line? I think it's mostly there. Does that seem correlated to you? Pardon me. Yeah, let's try that.
Mixture full rich.
Okay.
Doors, windows, closed and locked.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, burn run up if mags are turned to off. Throttle 17 RPM.
Let's check and make sure we're in the green over there before we do that. Is that up into the green on the oil temp? Just as long as the dial is in the green. Is it below and in the black?
Kind of.
Kind of in the green or kind of in the black? I'll just slowly bring it up a little bit while we do this. Why don't we come back and we'll come back to this part. We'll review the takeoff procedure and checklist. The way I run this is review takeoff procedure and checklist. I hold my finger there and I run here. Normal takeoff flaps will be up, mixture will be rich. We'll power to full throttle, and then we're going to rotate at 55. I just mark it and show you, and then we're going to climb 70 to 80. So we'll be watching engine instruments. That right there, climbing 70, 80. Remember on that rotation when we climb, we don't want to be able to not see the runway. We want to definitely get off the ground, and we want to just kind of hold the end of the runway in sight while we maintain positive rated climb. We'll look for a point out on the horizon to keep ourselves lined up with the runway once we passed it. You've done this before, you know. Okay, sounds good. And then what we're going to do is I come back to it now, and then I'd finish it up there. But that's how I operate this part of it.
Okay.
Let's go back to the throttle, and you can go ahead and start doing that now. If it looks like we've come up a little bit, we can just take it to 1700 and start our run up.
Okay.
And I really hold the brakes here, just because I never know if it's going to creep up on me.
Instruments, check and grain. Pressure is good.
So the 10766 Aurora Tower aborted takeoff approved. 35, clear for takeoff.
Ammeter.
And that's like right here, what I do on that, the left side of the master, I switch to make sure that there's a deflection.
Yep.
And then I hit it again to make sure it recovers to prove that the alternator is working.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mag check.
Then that's where your 2 to the left thing takes place. We want to look for that drop on that, yeah. Are we up at 1700 there or 1600?
16.
Let me bring it up a little bit for you. You tell me when. Right there, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
A level drop.
Okay.
Look good.
Good. Back onto both. Nice.
Carburetor heat test then off.
Okay. It should drop. Let's leave it on for a minute. It's a cold morning, and with the idling, we could have created a little induction icing in the carburetor.
Okay.
So we'll just let it rest here for 15 more seconds, and we'll shut her down. Meaning the carburetor heat. And my seatbelts are on and secure. How about you?
Check.
Okay. Okay, we can let that carb heat cold. And now it asks to idle.
Says on 766, turn right off at 2, runway 35, taxi via Alpha, remain in circle.
Should stay on. It should stay on. And back to 1,000. Okay, good. Nice. Now we reviewed our takeoff procedure already, didn't we?
We did.
Okay, so then we're back down here. We check engine instruments one more time. How's everything looking over there? Okay. Kind of moving into the green now on that oil temp a little bit. Or is it just stationary? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oil pressure seems full.
Reacting, okay.
Track communication equipment.
We'll switch it to 120.35.
Okay. Transponder to squawk code.
Looking good. And the ALT button we're here, if we're on standby, you just hit ALT, like that. Uh-huh.
Strobes.
Those are here, and the landing light will be right above them.
You want to wait, or?
Typically I wait till I get a clearance, but it's okay for today. They're fine.
Check traffic pattern.
It would be from the south, and that's more if you were at an uncontrolled field. We are in a controlled environment. And announce intentions, receive clearance. So you can go ahead and taxi on up to the hold short line, and we'll give them a call.
Okay.
I can call for us, just keep us moving.
Okay.
4 Tower Skyhawk 734 Romeo Alpha at 35, ready for departure to the southeast.
Skyhawk 734 Romeo Alpha Tower, right downwind departure southeast, runway 35, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 35 and right downwind departure. Thanks so much for Romeo Alpha. Okay, nice work, buddy. Here we go. I'm gonna let you have it. It's easy to fly this one. It'll be easy. They just need some right rudder. I mean, unless you want me on the controls, but I don't think you're gonna need me. Wind's right down the runway. It's pretty nice for you to get off quickly. I'll read your airspeeds for you, so I can come on over and get lined up. Instruments are looking good. Here we go.
Heavy 410, New Victor Tower, follow Cessna, right to left, runway 35, taxi Alpha.
Airspeed's alive. Right rudder and rotate. There it is. You go ahead and pitch that nose down just a little bit there, and then you can watch it all the way out. Find whatever mark out on the horizon lines up. Broke my pen. Oh. Engine instruments look good. Keep an eye on all that. We'll climb to 900 feet. The difference between this and the Diamond is when we turn right, we tip the right wing up a little bit so I can look out there and make sure no planes are there, and then we turn that direction. Does that make sense? All right, tip your wing for me a little bit so I can look. Okay, now initiate with a rudder. I turn to that direction. Kind of heading 080. It'll square it up.
Alpha 5, ready for departure to the southwest.
Cessna 10766, Aurora Terra, left downwind departure southwest, runway 35, cleared for takeoff.
Cessna 10766, cleared for
Keep it
takeoff.
coming around to 080.
Runway 35.
And then we'll hold this altitude for now because we're in the pattern. So go ahead and pull your power back to 2,000. And let's get a heading of 170, turn right, maybe like about a 30-degree turn. He wants us on a right downwind departure, which is the run kind of. Is it hard for you to see?
A little bit.
Okay, I can help you out a little bit. We'll kind of come over like this. We'll put that nose down a little bit. We'll be looking outside. It's kind of like he wants us to do a little bit of a pattern.
410, runway 6, runway 35, ready to go.
Once we're kind of a beam to tower, then we can head out there on a heading of like, I don't know, 130, something like that. And you can initiate that turn now. Left turn to 130. Climb on up to 3,000.
On the left downwind departure for your left crosswind, runway 35, cleared for
full
takeoff.
power on the climb.
Clear for takeoff, 135, for 10 runway Victor for crosswind departure, left crosswind.
Not intentionally trying to take in the sun, but what it does when in the morning time to go out to this side, it gives us the ability to like see the airport really clearly. When we come back in, and we won't have this view from the southwest, like where's the airport? That makes sense, kind of?
Yeah.
And it's a good area out here too.
What's altitude you
Let's
want?
go up to 3,000.
Okay.
And then you can pitch for 80 knot climb, so pitch forward a little bit. Engine instruments are fine, they're looking good over there. I don't see any traffic on our box. This is the Delta airspace, so until we're at 2,700, we're still within his airspace or outside that zone. On the weekends, they do skydiving out here in Malino and Malala. I like to head south towards Mount Angel. At this point, you can give me a heading of about, almost due south at this point. Go ahead and then level off at 3,000. And getting you on the south heading will help your eyeballs too. I'll give you a little cruise checklist once you're set up. It's power 22 to 2,500 RPM. I kind of like, it could be 23 if you want. And then adjust the trim. The side picture for level flight in this plane's kind of like about there. That's kind of about what it is. So if you can just sort of memorize that from your perspective, then you can trim for that. Maybe just pushing down first, do the trim last. Should help you out. Yeah, this is good. Down on the left, you should have Lenhart's Airport, if you can see it. Should be right below you, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a little behind even. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go ahead and turn back out to heading 150 so we can get away from their approach path. And let's stop our climb at 35. And then, John, I think you just fly the plane around and enjoy it. Unfortunately, we got to turn around in like 10 minutes. It's pushing 10 o'clock, but we at least got you in the air. I want you to feel the plane, do some clearing turns in it. Basically, with the clearing turns, you can hit 30 degrees and just kind of initiate some right rudder into it, head like on a heading. Let's do it first to the east,
Yeah.
just because of the traffic coming possibly on the right-hand side, even though I doubt it. That's pretty up here today. And go ahead and level out. We just head this way for just a moment. Enjoy the views.
Aurora Tower, RV324 Delta November, 5 miles south of the Aurora Airport. Information Gulf, landing Aurora.
RV325 and Christian RV324 Delta November Aurora Tower, ident.
324 Delta November, ident.
Checking engine instruments, everything's looking groovy over there. Good. I like to do that on a cold day, just making sure it's all behaving the way it should. Good job on the clearing turns over there. You want to try a 45, 360 degree steep turn in either direction? You want to try that? Sure. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull power back to around 2,200 RPM and hold altitude here at 3,500.
RV324 Delta November, we are squawking VFR. Let me try it again.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Basically, we want to get it into like maneuvering speed, which is about 95 on this aircraft. And then, remember we were doing Dutch rolls in there? You can practice some Dutch rolls out further before you do this, because you'll want the Dutch roll entry on the steep turns. So just kind of do that and line up on that mountain first, and we'll do a little Dutch roll stuff, give you a feel for just kind of working the plane.
RV4 Delta November, still not seeing it there, just make straight in runway 35, say altitude.
4 Delta November is 3,000 feet, we'll make straight
And when
in
you're ready, we'll go ahead and initiate it. 45 degrees, we kind of in between the two marks.
RV4 Delta November, thank you.
I'll bring you right back, I'll show you kind of what I would do. I'd enter basically with some rudder and just hold it aft. You'll have to add a little power and hold it, and then just do that. You'll get a feel for that. You've already done it in the Diamond. But just remember, you got that power to add like maybe 100 RPM, and then that aft pressure, because you lose that vertical component of lift.
8 miles south of
your aircraft. You go ahead and do it anytime you want.
4 Delta November is 8 miles south, and we're passing through 2,500.
RV4 Delta November, roger, just no altitude reporting yet. If able, reset, squawk out. There we go, show you in 2,500, just over the high-tech fix.
Nice.
GPS, runway 35, straight in, runway 35, clear to land.
Nice, man. Very good.
Runway 35, 4 Delta November, thanks for your help.
That's right. That's it right there. Memorize that picture. You got it right there. And then you'd roll out on half the degrees of bank that you've got. So you'd roll out like 20 degrees ahead of your mark. Something like that. But you looked outside perfectly. Most of it is looking outside, making sure everything's looking groovy out there. We'll go south a little more before we do it, because we've got the town of Mount Angel here if you want to see out my side. A nice big church down there, and then right over us, or right under us, we are over the Abbey.
Oh, yeah. yeah?
Have you been there before, the Abbey at Mount Angel?
I have.
It's right down. Maybe you can see it on your side, I'm not sure.
Yep.
And John, that's the town of Silverton up ahead of us, up in that area. There is a monster tower out here up 2,000 feet, AGL. Might be hard to see, but it's east of Silverton, out in those foothills a little ways. All right, man, why don't you give me a turn, a steep turn to the right this time? Let's try that. Clearing for traffic, looks good. Maybe a little bit of power introduced if necessary, and hold that light picture. It is right there. You got it. Dude, you're nailing it. I'm not surprised. You're a good pilot. This shouldn't be a hard plane for you to fly, I wouldn't think. Engine instruments are looking good. Very good, dude. Nice work. Head south a little bit, then what we'll do is we'll turn back north momentarily, and we'll get some slow flight going. Let's just do some slow flight right now. So in this plane, you basically pull the carb heat on. This will get used to that part of the maneuver all the way out. And then pull your power to 1500 RPM, and then hold aft pressure. And now basically start bringing your flaps in over here incrementally. They're on these détentes, so you can go down to 10. And we want to hold our airspeed around 60 for now. So power for altitude and pitch for airspeed. Let's bring in more power. Then pitch back. We'll shoot for 50 knots on our airspeed. I'm going to keep bringing the flaps in on you. And hold your altitude at 33. And if you need to bring power in, which you will, start doing it. Maybe up to 2,000. There you go. Nice. Okay, pitch in for airspeed, power for altitude. Your airspeed's right about where you want it. Just above the stall horn. Very good. It's stabilized. And then I'll have you do a turn to the left, I think. Somebody's above us. Behind us. Actually, we'll do our first turn to the right. And then this may be just a slight turn of the 10 to 15 degrees, get you a feel of the mushiness of the controls. I'll just kind of do a 360 out here. I'll keep looking for traffic. And John, Mount Hood is a good heading for us. Let's just keep going that direction. And then let's go ahead and exit slow flight. I don't want to take you on a left turn. I'm realizing I'm kind of out on the approach path of an ILS approach into Aurora. So the first thing that happens with the recovery is that you bring your power back in to probably 23 and take your carb heat with your thumb and push it off all the way. Immediately bring your flaps to 20 degrees.
Cherokee traffic there just north of the tower on Alpha, where you get a park.
As you build your airspeed, then you can keep incrementally pulling the flaps out, John, so you can
roll out to Alpha 2, turn right at Alpha 2 intersection, contact ground 11915.
Very good.
Right at Alpha 2 is
I'll take your flaps out to 0. Very good. How did it feel today?
What?
How did it feel today?
Heavier controls.
Yeah.
For pitch, at least.
Yeah.
A little different rudder. I don't know. Getting used to it.
We have to go back, unfortunately.
Okay.
So, do you want to make radio calls too, or do you want me to do it?
What?
You want to do radio calls, or you want me to do it?
Okay, Gate 39er, Aurora Terrace, safe, local, departing runway 35. Causing productivity on the airport, hazardous weather information.
Head out here for a minute.
Oregon, available high loss and flight service frequencies, voluntary nose abatement procedures in effect. Advise, upon this contact, you have information Golf.
We got Golf still.
Aurora State Airport information, Golf 1553 Zulu, wind 360 at 6, visibility 10. Sky clear, temperature 04, dew point 02, altimeter 3043, visual approach landing and departing runway 35. Caution productivity on about the airport, hazardous weather information, Airman Tango, Oregon, available high loss and flight service frequencies, voluntary nose abatement procedures in effect.
All right, man. I'll give us a line back. If you want to just start heading due north for now, that's good. I'll give them a call and let them know soon when we're coming in. I'm sorry if you couldn't hear me very well.
That's all right.
Did you hear me enough on the instruction?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's a good heading right here. Kind of towards St. Helens. Oh man, you can see Rainier on the other side of it too. Can you see Rainier on the backside? Okay, I got the airport in sight out there. I'm going to call him when I get to about, I don't know, 9 or 10. But I can always get my distance right there on this thing. And John, you can go ahead and pull the carb heat on, and let's pull the power to 2,000. Let's start descending 500 feet per minute. Thank you, sir. That's one of those power pitch trim. And you see the airport, you got it in sight? Okay.
Yes, sir.
We'll see what kind of entry he gives us. It may be a straight in final, or he may give us a left or a right base, or he may say, I want you on a right downwind. If he asks for a right downwind, it means we go out, come in on the 45. You got it. I'll get a descent checklist going for us right now, too. Alright, we got the weather. We're going to talk to the tower in a minute. Seatbelt on and secure.
Check.
Okay, fuel selector on the both.
Both.
Mixture full rich.
Full rich.
Lights as required. Looks like we got 3 lights on, beacon, strobe landing. I like it. And review go-around procedure. I'll manage the go-around in this if we have to do that, but basically it would be, I'd be taking the carb heat, the full power, I'd pitch for a level attitude, take flaps from 30 or 40 immediately to 20, establish positive rate of climb, make sure I'm not stalling. 500 feet per minute gives me 10 degrees of flaps, and I'd incrementally pull them out. Sound good? You keep on coming down.
Gate 39er, contact Portland, approach 118.1.
118.1 for 839.
Aurora Tower, Skyhawk 734 Romeo Alpha. We're 8 to the southeast inbound landing with Gulf.
They're calling Aurora Tower southeast to the airport. Say again, call sign.
This is 734 Romeo Alpha at 8 southeast.
Skyhawk 734 Romeo Alpha, Aurora Tower, thank you. Make straight in runway 35, clear to land.
Straight in 35, clear to land. Thanks. 734 Romeo Alpha. Okay, you can go ahead and just trajectory it over there. Good job, John. This other guy who's going to fly after you on this plane, he's been, it's just like you. He's had like 5 cancellations in a row.
Warrior 885, Charlie, departure.
I'm sure he's very happy to. He lives in Newburgh. It's interesting. He's an engineer. Bizarre. Probably your age.
We're 884 Alpha Charlie, Aurora Tower, say again.
884 Alpha Charlie is ready for departure.
We're 84 Alpha Charlie, roger, large flock of geese, 2 to 3 of them there, crossing mid-runway, east, northeast bound, possible 900 feet. Runway 35, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff on water for birds. 884 Alpha Charlie.
It's a great heading right here. You just line it up, bring it in, we'll talk through the flaps and all that.
Okay.
Yeah. You can can bring in a little more power if you want, maybe 1900. It'll get you there a little more expeditiously, because he gave us a clearance to land. Sometimes things go to heck in a handbasket for him, and all of a sudden there's all this traffic in there, and he's got us on a clearance, and then he's got somebody else like a King Air zooming in, and it's like then he makes us do a 360 or something, cancels the landing clearance. At 3 miles out, generally I'm getting to 1,200 feet. We're doing really well. I'm cold in here. I don't know about this breeze. Maybe it's your thing up there. It's probably that. Kind of push it all the way in and screw it down. I don't know if that fixed it or not. That's interesting. It's like there's a lot of air over here for me. I'll stop whining.
Confirm left downwind departure for 88 Bravo Charlie.
We're Bravo Charlie, affirmative left downwind departure southwest.
Roger, 88 Bravo Charlie.
I don't think there'll be much wind correction with the wind mostly down the runway. It should help the landing quite a bit. Very nice. 3.73 and just about 200 feet off our mark. About perfect. Airspeed's looking really good too. And once you get to 1,200, we'll just hold 1,200 momentarily until we kind of get lined up. Alright. Blow's looking good. Very good, John. There you go. Now bring your power into about, I'd say 2,000 and hold 1,200 on the way in. It'll probably hold your speed around 90. And just get a feel for what's happening for center line here and get lined up. You are the Alaska Airlines captain right now. Make the passengers happy. Make yourself happy. Good job. Okay, the carb heat is on. That's a good thing. Soon what I'll ask you to do is pull the power to 1,600 RPM. Hold off the pressure to get this in the wide arc. Once you get it in a wide arc, put in 10 degrees of flaps and pitch for 80.
Okay.
Okay, pull to 15 now. Or 16, sorry about that. Hold off on the wide arc. And 10 degrees flaps. Pitch for 80. Keep flying. Okay, now give yourself a descent with 80 knots. Alright, give yourself 20 degrees flaps now. And pitch for 70. Nice. Very good. And this is the same concept. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. The 3-5 numbers are your aiming point. We won't land there, but if we can just hold them stationary in the windscreen, pitch for airspeed, power for altitude, we'll land at the 500-foot markers, which are the 3 stripes on either side down past there. Go ahead and give yourself 30 degrees flaps. Let's pitch for 65.
Attention, aircraft, report information.
If you need to trim a little bit, that's fine. If you feel like you're fighting it. There's 60 knots, so no slower than that. So pitch forward. And then if you feel like you're going to get too low, then just add some power. But you're looking good. Maybe come to the right a little bit. Just gently. Yeah, you're doing very well. And continue to the right just a little bit. Come on over. Airspeed's right at 60. Very good. No slower than this. Keep pitching down. A little more power maybe. Yeah, like 1,700 maybe for now. There you go, good. This is really good, very good. If you need to line up, you can just use that right rudder to kind of line up longitudinally. There we go, good, nice. Okay, pull your power all the way out slowly. Let's just fly it down into the ground. Just idle it all the way out, keep that airspeed up. Good, now you come here, and we just hang out and fly it as long as possible. Right there. aircraft. We'll take Alpha 3, no worries.
That was way different than the
Sky 4 Romeo Alpha, turn right, Alpha 3, contact ground.
Alpha 3 contact ground for Romeo Alpha. Let's continue on down a little bit of power. And I'll have the after landing checklist. I'm going to pull your flaps out, and I'll kill your carb heat. You're flying, no worries.
Sky 4 Romeo Alpha, fabled taxi without delay.
Okay, without delay for Romeo Alpha, thank you. I'll take it for a second.
Copy 623 Juliet Charlie Road, taxi up 2 and hold short of runway 35.
3 Juliet Charlie, taxi up 2 and hold short of
Break in a straight line. Kind of follow the yellow line off. And then over here.
Copy 3 Juliet Charlie,
Wants to get out of the way.
runway 35.
So try to cross expeditiously.
63 Juliet Charlie, cleared for takeoff on 35.
And then my tail's past it. Good job. Okay, after landing checklist, I'll move to the ground frequency because he asked us to do that.
After landing, clear runway.
Good.
Stop when safe. Carb heat off. Flaps up.
Good.
Ponders by.
Okay.
Trim takeoff. Go heat off.
Okay.
Strobes landing.
Good.
Off. Acquire taxi clear.
Okay. For ground Skyhawk 734, Romeo Alpha 3 for alignment.
Sky 734 Romeo Alpha, ground taxi alignment with Alpha.
You broke up there, sorry about that. For our ground, could you repeat the clearance you broke up there for Romeo Alpha?
Skyhawk 734 Romeo Alpha, ground taxi to Willamette Aviation via taxiway Alpha.
Okay, thanks again. Taxi to Willamette via Alpha for Romeo Alpha. Okay, go ahead, sir. Good job. Romeo Alpha has just got some buzzy radios in here, so you guys are kind of garbled. It's our issue. Thanks.
Skyhawk 4 Romeo Alpha, roger, no problem.
You did great. All right, then any braking in a straight line. Sounds good. We will not put it all the way away, John. What we'll do is we'll put it back over there by that place where we put the diamond generally. You know, backing it up against the telephone pole. And so to do that, we'll go behind the fuel island. Yeah, nice. Definitely got some wind today. Okay, clear right on your wingtips. Looks good. And I just kind of head straight for the pole for now. And then we'll kind of pivot it around. Nice, you can start hard pivot now. Go out here a little bit. I can show you a trick if you want to. You probably haven't messed around with these things very much lately. So I'll do this, straighten it to the left, and I'm going to do kind of a hard pivot on the right, using the brake while I hit the power. See how that works? It's kind of the differential braking. I don't do that sort of stuff like if I've just started the plane up and it's cold, but you know, at this stage it's all right. Okay, you got the checklist.
All right, shut down. Do not turn on taxi lane. Tie downs. Throttle. 1,000. Verify ELT is silent. Check LAD.
Looks good.
Avionics master is off.
Fantastic. Yeah, you're kind of a natural with this. You are with the Donks as well. It's nice to fly with you.
Oh, that was way different.
Was it? Yeah, I'm interested to hear your feedback about that. Yeah.
Well, flying was, the controls felt different, but it wasn't too bad. But coming down for the landing, this thing felt like it was dropping compared to the...
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point. I can see that. Because the other one wants to fly forever. It's a glider, more or less, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
so
I get it.
we were coming down, and I was like, whoa, we are coming down way faster.
Yeah, it's a little unnerving, but no, it's okay. It's like, it's just the way this plane is. Yeah. And that recipe kind of should work mostly in this plane unless you got a lot of crosswind and you got to do some different stuff to sort of make things happen in this plane. But I'm glad you were able